Oh, hello there. Hello and welcome to New Thought Media Network's Evening Prayers. Hello and thank you for joining me this evening. Today is July 6th of 2021 and I am Rev Lisa and I am a spiritual life coach and I am here to share a prayer with you. Thank you so much for joining me this evening and welcome to New Thought Media Network. So what we like to do here in our evening program is we have prayer goes from 8:15 to 8:30 is the program, Mountain Pacific time in the AM and in the PM. So 8:15 in the morning, 8:15 at night. So you're welcome to join us for both. It's a great way to ground yourself into your spiritual practice and when you wake up and also when you get ready to head off to bed. So welcome. And what we like to do is we like to focus on affirmative prayer. That is the style of prayer that we use. And we do that with a lot of our great teachings. And I always like to say we teach from ancient wisdom and new thought, put them together for a beautiful faith and philosophy. And that's what we like to go by when we talk about affirmative prayer. So our affirmative prayer, it works pretty well when we come from that perspective, because we're knowing and we're trusting that divine wisdom and that divine source, the higher power, whatever it is that you want to call it, is we are connected to it. We are divinely connected. That Christ consciousness, as some of us would say, comes right on through when you just allow that energy to move through your body. And we're knowing and trusting that we are connected to that divine source. Therefore, our prayers are heard and answered in divine time. So that is the way that we like to do our prayers. So usually what I like to do is share a reading with you, and then we'll move into the prayer. And then we have a couple of announcements on some wonderful programs that are coming up. And a lot of them may resonate with you. And it's really great to check out all the programs that we offer on New Thought Media Network. A lot of them, some of them are short, 15 minutes. Some of them are 30 minutes, an hour. And they're all different sorts of wonderful ways that you can connect to your spiritual self. We have music, readings, teachers, teaching, all kinds of wonderful things. So stay tuned for that. So what I like to share with you is from my Richer Living, and this is by Ernest Holmes and Raymond Charles Barker, two of our great New Thought leaders. This is my daily guide. As you can tell, it's kind of worn out. I need to get a new one, but I love this one. Okay, so our reading does come actually from July 6th, and it says, I have protection. This is a song of hope, a psalm of praise. It is an acknowledgement of the overshadowing presence, the most high good which Jesus gave, the name, Our Father which art in heaven. We have a right to know that as far as we live in accord with the divine, that we are protected by an omnipotent love. Fear not, for I am with thee. I will strengthen thee, and I will uphold thee. For I, the Lord God, will hold thy right hand. It is when we turn from all belief in separateness. Turn from separateness is what we need to do. And when we do that, that we find the indwelling spirit. I like to repeat that. So it is when we turn from all belief of separateness, meaning that we are not connected or not united with that divine source, that universal presence. When we're not connected with that, we must find the indwelling spirit and remember that truth, that we are connected to it. So today I put on a whole armor of faith. I love that. I place before me a shield of divine wisdom. I place in me a shield of divine wisdom. I surround myself with the conscious knowledge of the overshadowing presence of God. Therefore, thou art with me. And there you go. And that is your reading for today. I love that. I thought that was great. So yeah, once again, it is when we turn from all belief in separateness and we remember the truth that there is the indwelling spirit. When we come back to that truth, when we stay steadfast in the truths, and a lot of times we need other people or readings or our spiritual practice to remind us of that truth, of knowing and recognizing that we are connected to that divine source, and it is available to us all the time. It's a matter of connecting into that and unifying with that source. So that is what that is all about. Let's see who's here tonight. Hello, Wayne. Good to see you. How are you? Good evening. Good evening. And welcome to everyone here. Welcome, Facebook. Welcome, YouTube. Thank you for joining me this evening. Right. So let's just move into a prayer. Let's see. What do you got, Wayne? One with all. 1, 2, 3. Here we go. All right. Join me for a prayer, if you will. I'd like to settle in. Usually I like to do a couple deep breaths. Just center yourself, and we'll just move ourselves into a prayer. So bring your awareness into this moment. Bring it into this space. And just let go of everything else you're doing right now. Take a few moments. Focus. Sit tall. Feet on the ground. Take a deep breath in. Relaxing breath out. One more breath in. So when we breathe in, we connect with that divine source, that divine wisdom that lives within us. With every breath, we know that it is the breath of God. Every breath, we know that it is the breath of life, that universal presence, omnipotent being or energy. We just know and recognize it with every breath that it is the breath of life, and it is that light that is moving in and through us that brings us closer to that connection, realizing and recognizing that we are one with it. We are one with this love, one with this light, one with this harmony, one with the divine peace, knowing and recognizing that with this love, with this light, we are connected. Therefore, we are perfect, whole, and complete right here and now as we are. We just allow this knowing or this wisdom to permeate our entire being. For we know that with God, all things are possible. With life, with this universal presence, with this divine source, omnipotent energy, we know that with it, we can accomplish anything. All of our desires can be met. For when we put our faith and we put our trust in this divine presence, we allow it to open up all the possibilities. And we just trust and know that that divine presence knows what's best for us. So in our prayers, we pray for what it is we desire, and then we also know and recognize and let go and let Spirit, let God bring forth what it is that we desire, for God knows best. That divine energy knows what the best scenario is for us in different situations in our lives. So when we take time to open ourselves, connect ourselves to that divine energy, and then open up to the unlimited possibilities, we just know that we can accomplish anything. We can get through anything, any challenging situations that might be happening in your life for our loved ones or others in the world. We just come back and bring it back to that faith and that knowing that that higher power is working in and through our lives for our highest good, always for our highest good. We surround ourselves in that love. We surround ourselves in that light, trusting and knowing. As we move forward, we just take that next step forward, one step at a time in our lives, and allow that divine wisdom to guide us. We can tap into that energy at any time in our life. We can use prayer, we use meditation, we use deep breathing, connection to that higher source. It might come through a walk or some deep breaths, or exercise, or piano, or singing. There's lots of different ways to connect to that divine presence, the divine spirit. And I invite you to do that and connect with your source, knowing that that is our divine source and we are all connected to it right here, right now. So this evening, we know that there is unlimited possibility available to us with this higher power, with our divine source. We are tapped into it. We're tuned in to the divine wisdom that guides us through this life. And with a grateful heart, we just say, thank you, Spirit. Thank you, world. Thank you, life. Thank you, love, peace, and harmony, health and abundance, prosperity, love. All of these divine qualities are the qualities that reside within you and me. And we do possess them right here, right now. So we just open our heart to receive it. And with a grateful heart, we can release these words into the universal mind, into this presence, into the omnipotent essence, and let that be known. We release it, we let it go, and together we affirm. And so it is. Yes, I like that, Wayne. Stay on target, use the force. The force is with us. And yes, may the wellspring of life bless you always, and you too, for sure. So tomorrow is Wednesday, I believe, and we have lots of wonderful programs coming up. We have, we have lots of good stuff going on. Let's see here. We just check into it. Check in. Oh, there we go. Oh, yeah. So we have live music or live midweek meditation Wednesday mornings at 7 a.m. Mountain Time, and that's with Reverend Robert. Another wonderful morning program is Feel the Flow. Check that out. Meaningful words and music, and that is with Terry Paul Choice. She does a beautiful job, and she is on at 10:30 a.m. Mountain Standard Time. A lot of these are in Mountain Standard Time. A lot of us live in Colorado, so a lot of it comes from that. But you can also just figure out what part of town or what part of the country you're in and go from there. You can also join me tomorrow for Igniting Your Inner Dazzle. We like to have a spiritual conversation in the afternoons, Wednesdays from 1 to 1:30 Mountain Standard Time. We also have some other newer programs. This was great. This is Morning Musings with Nathan as well. He comes on Wednesdays at 11 a.m. So check that out for some beautiful music. A couple of programs that are on every day. Morning Sip with Rev Lisa, and she is all about joy, and she is a joyful soul. I love listening to her. She's one of my favorite. She's on Sunday through Friday, 10:30 a.m. Eastern Time. So she's actually on at 8:30 our time, Mountain Time. So she comes on right after morning prayer. Check that out. And we also have Reverend Steph. She is also on weekdays, 8 a.m. Pacific and 9 a.m. Mountain Time. 9 a.m. So definitely join in. She's definitely wonderful to listen to as well. She's very uplifting. I like listening to her wonderful voice. So that is a lot of what's going on around here. Let's see what else. I forgot to invite you to send us your prayer request. That is something you can always do. Don't hesitate to do that. Send us an email, prayer@ntmedia.org, right down here below, prayer@ntmedia.org. Send us your prayer requests, and we will take care of those. The entire prayer team works on those. So don't hesitate there. We are here to support you. We're here to help you with your prayers. And then, of course, we also always encourage and appreciate any tithes or donations you'd like to send our way. This program, the prayer program, as well as all the programs on New Thought Media Network are supported by your gifts and tithes. It helps keep this ministry growing. It helps us build these programs and able to pay for all the things that go with that. So you can send us your gifts and tithes to ntmedia.org and then click donate. So that is where you can send that to. And we are so grateful and appreciate it. And one more thing, if you would like to, one of the things I always recommend everybody to do is tune into my 1 minute pause. I offer those on my They're on my Facebook page, my Rev Lisa page, which a lot of you I think are already on. And then it's also, you can subscribe on YouTube for Inner Dazzle LLC, and you can get a 1-minute pause. And those are great ways to just stop, take a pause. We do like a little mini 1-minute meditation and then on with your day. So those are a great way to reconnect to your source if you're feeling a little discombobulated. Definitely, I invite you to check that out. So let's see. All right, wonderful. Well, this time is up, and I appreciate everybody for being here. Thank you again for joining me this evening, and have a blessed rest of your evening. Hopefully you rest well and raise with a beautiful, great new attitude. So you can join us in the morning for 8:15 morning prayers. Thank you. Peace and blessings.